great players. They have a great organization. And you tell them one thing, baby.
What is good, Raider Nation? Is your boy Raider Alex back with yet another video for you guys. Anybody that's new to the channel, you guys love Raider related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. That being said, let's jump right into the topic of this video. Day one reaction of free agency for the Las Vegas Raiders. Look, the first day of free agency has essentially kicked off for the Las Vegas Raiders, and the Raiders didn't waste no time. We got the ball rolling pretty quickly, and we were able to sign our next starting quarterback, Jimmy Garrapolo. And now, look, I know a lot of the fan base is not happy with the signing of Jimmy Garapolo, but me personally, I don't think it's really a bad signing from our part. First, you have to realize that Jimmy G is not going to be our future franchise quarterback, or really our long-term answer at the quarterback position. Really, to me, Jimmy G is going to be a bridge quarterback, as the Raiders need to have someone they're confident can be their starter next season, all while we draft our quarterback of the future. Now look, Jimmy Garoppolo signed a 3-year, $67.5 million contract with $34 million in guaranteed money, and really that's a fair contract for a veteran quarterback at this point in time. And really the way I see it is we were set to pay Derek Carr about $40 million a year if we would have not decided to release Derek Carr. And when you break down how much we will be paying Jimmy G throughout the next 2 seasons, it's a pretty good deal from the Raiders standpoint. The Raiders gave Jimmy Garoppolo $11.25 million signing bonus, and that drops his salary in 2023 and 2024 to $11.25 million and $22.5 million on his 3rd year of his contract if he makes it that far. So look, I don't know about you guys, but I'd much rather pay $11 million over $40 million for 2 guys that are pretty similar in my opinion, and you can get similar production. Sure, maybe Derek Carr is slightly better than Jimmy Garoppolo, I'll give you that, but is he really $20 or $30 million better than Jimmy Garoppolo? I really don't think so. And Jimmy Garoppolo is a much better fit for this type of offense with Josh McDaniels compared to Derek Carr was last season. We saw it. It just wasn't a good mix between the two. So really the way I'm looking at it, as long as Jimmy Garoppolo can give us similar production to Derek Carr, then we should be good with this signing. Look, Derek Carr threw for 24 touchdowns and 14 interceptions last season, so it's not like Jimmy G isn't decent enough to produce similar type of numbers at a fraction of the cost. Now look, another shocker this morning was the fact that our backup quarterback Jarrett Stidham signed with our rival, the arch nemesis, the Denver Broncos. And I will say, I was very disappointed to see this news. I really wanted Jarrett Stidham to come back to the silver and black. I wanted the Raiders to bring him back, and at the very least have him as our backup quarterback, because that is really what we're going to need, is a reliable backup quarterback, because that's the biggest concern moving forward with Jimmy Garoppolo is his recent injury history. So we'll just have to see who we will bring in as our backup quarterback. Look, overall, Jimmy G isn't a terrible quarterback, but he's also not a great quarterback. So look, I'm fine with the signing just because I think this was a very favorable contract for the Raiders. And although we signed Jimmy G for 3 years, it's really not a 3-year commitment. The Raiders can part ways from Jimmy G after year 1 or year 2. So look, very likely he won't even be here for the full duration of his contract unless he exceeds our expectations. Also, another way you got to look at it is with us signing Jimmy Garoppolo, this allows the Raiders to be put in a position to go all out on our defense, which is what us as a fan base have been demanding for years now. Look, we're going to be getting much cheaper at the quarterback spot with Jimmy Garoppolo moving forward. We have a guy who's familiar with the offense this type of team will run, and who has direct familiarity with our head coach, Josh McDaniels. Also, look, I still think we will be in play for a quarterback in this year's draft. And with us now having a veteran quarterback going into the draft, it does not obligate the Raiders to be forced to draft a quarterback in the 1st round. Going into the draft, we can just see how the draft board falls. Look, if there's not a quarterback you love at 7, or if you can't strike a deal and trade up in the draft, at that point it's simple. Just go best player available on defense. Who knows, maybe the Raiders' ultimate plan is to get a quarterback in the 2024 NFL draft. That quarterback class is supposed to be much stronger than this year's. But ultimately, at this point, Raider Nation, let's just pump the brakes on this whole Jimmy G signing, because really it's not as bad as many people think, in my opinion. But with us signing Jimmy G, the Raiders should now focus on targeting legitimate starters on the defensive side of the football. Let's get some upgrades on that side of the football. Let's continue to build this defense. In some other news, we also signed safety Marcus Epps from the Philadelphia Eagles to a 2-year, $12 million contract. Marcus Epps is 27 years of age, started all 17 games last season for the Eagles, recording 95 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, and 9 pass breakups. Look, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not too familiar with this game, but I just assume he's going to be a depth piece to our secondary group. And we also brought back a familiar face. We signed cornerback Brandon Faison to our roster. Look, he's a decent guy at the cornerback position, and he's going to provide decent depth at a position where we are very thin at the moment. But hopefully these next couple days can continue to be busy for the Las Vegas Raiders. Hopefully the Raiders continue to pursue guys like safety Jordan Poyer, a linebacker Drew Tranquill, Lavonte David, guys like that who can come in and immediately contribute on this defense. Hopefully we can make moves on the defense, because really I think that's the route we're gonna have to go with us signing Jimmy G. But Raider Nation, I want to get your guys' feedback. Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of Jimmy Garoppolo coming into the Las Vegas Raiders? Are you guys for it? Are you guys not? Let me know down below. With that being said, Raider Nation, that's all I have for you guys in today's video. Anybody that's new to the channel, you guys love Raider related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. That being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.